Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, again, this is brought to you by Stock Up U, where tonight, for those of you that have Stock Up U, Options for Dummies class will begin. We're going to start with the first lesson tonight, and we're just going to start dripping them until they're fully finished. So you will get that first one tonight, and we will start going from there. All right, here we got. President Trump makes an announcement. That's what he's talking about right now, the drug cartels. But Trump pardons convicted Binance founder, this dude right here. You remember him. So what's happening? Why is this happening? President Donald Trump said, the pardon, widely known as CZ, came 2 months after Wall Street reported that the Trump family owns crypto venture, which has generated about $4.5 billion since the 2024 election, has been helped by a partnership with an under-the-radar trading platform quietly administered by Binance, who the CEO of Binance was CZ. Take that and do what you want with it. All right, so I am going to go right here. Quantum computing stock, okay? Quantum computing stock are on fire. They are absolutely on fire. I sold. I'm glad I sold. I'm glad I sold when I sold. I sold when it was time to take profits. But now we have new news out of nowhere. Quantum stocks soar on report that Trump administration is discussing the equity stake in these companies. Now, they're pledging millions of dollars, which is not a big deal when you have companies like IONQ that's worth billions of dollars, okay? So I know a lot of people are going to run and chase back. If I was overweight in these positions, I would be taking this opportunity to take some profits. This is just me. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm going to show you what I did today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just show you right now. This is what I did today as the stock was skyrocketing, QUBT. This is what I did today. You see that? I did a put, made 34%, and actually made more than that. Sold out, cashed out. I always keep one, and then it went higher than this. And you can see I did a put option as it was going up, right? Why? How? Because I just looked at this chart, and I posted this in Money Moves, and then I just saw where it could revisit this point right here, and it could have ran as high as this. And it hit both my points, right? It hit this, boom, and it hit this. So I did a put option right here, right? I did it here because that's what the option chain allowed. Bam, made a quick money, took my money and ran to the bank while they are playing politics with our money, okay? So now, I didn't have ESP. I don't even have ESPN. I didn't know that they were going to do this. Right now, it's very suspect. Myself personally, I'm 100% against the government owning shares and stakes in all of these companies, these publicly owned companies, these companies that you and I have a stake in. I don't want the government in it. This is just me. Because the government, whether you're on the left or on the right, good people, it's time to get out of that river called denial. They look out for each other. I close my case. We're not going to make it about that. I want you guys to listen to this.
Welcome back to Squawk Box this morning. We are watching shares of quantum computing stocks. The Wall Street Journal reports says that President Trump's Commerce Department talks with several of those companies, including IonQ, Rigetti, and D-Wave, to take equity stakes in exchange for federal funding. Companies reportedly discussing minimum funding awards from Washington of $10 million each. Those stocks jumping in after-hours trading following that report. So, Becky, more companies, more stakes And I wonder whether we're ultimately going to have a sovereign wealth fund when all of this is over.
Yeah. So
you guys saw that. It's just it's insane. It's just insane. You know, even these guys have to try to keep a straight face. It's just, if you guys know what's going on in the big picture, you guys already know. You guys already know. You could just anyway, let's just keep it going. I want to keep the family fed. So here's some of the quantum computing stock: D-Wave, Rigetti, Quantum Computing, IONQ, and Quantum Corp. Up nice percentages today, right? Nice percentages today. Let's go to the 5-day, right? So just before someone says, aha, you sold, look at where we are. We're still down 15% on D-Wave, Rigetti. I got out. Okay? Had I stayed in, I still would have been down, should I say that. So I sold almost near the top. I lost a little, but I sold almost near the top. And even if it was still going, my decision was good. I'm going to get back into these because your boy right here, I was talking about these quantum computing stock way before CNBC, Fox, Yahoo, any of them. We were in it. We made 1,700% on one of them, but they ran up too much too quick. I believe in the technology just like I believe in Oklo, OKLO. But these were swing trades at some point, and I swung it. I'm happy. And then on the day that it was going up, I turned around and did this. And so when you are smart, as just as smart as the Wall Street guys, you can continue to make money. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But it's a lot of shenanigans with the anyway. All right. So what else is going on? Stock market today: Dow up 200 points, S&P 500 and NASDAQ trade near records high. Tesla shares recover from the drop earlier as oil prices jump. And I told the followers in Money Moves that I was going to buy some more Tesla even if it went down, which it went down, and I bought more. I did exactly what I was going to say, though I have automated buys going on all the time. So I want to share with you guys, you know what, let's look at crypto right quick, and then I want to talk about something in general, okay? So we can see that Bitcoin is still hovering around 110. We're up 2% for the day. Ether up 1%. BNB, which overtook XRP, is up 0.73%. And I have some XRP. And even though I believe that we are going to have an alt season, again, XRP is not going to $100. And a lot of you guys took that bait and ran with it. And I feel sorry for you. I'm never going to say I told you so. I feel sorry for you because it just wasn't right the way that they baptized you in this. And I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. But there's some positive things about crypto. And, you know, even the CZ story, even this story may be positive towards crypto. Though it's wrong for you and I, because you and I don't have that kind of money. But anyway, you know, I'm going to tell you some positive things and some negative things about this market. I want to show you guys, though all this crap is going on, though the government has their hands too deep into the stock market, manipulation, like I've been saying, and buddy systems, the other side did it too. They you know, they forgave people and all of that. They did all of that too. This one does it too. It's the same thing. I'm a true independent, so let's not make it, oh, but the other side. Stop it. Please stop. They are handing money, good people, to each other. They are handing money, billions of dollars. You guys see this. I gotta deal with this because it's time for somebody out there to wake up. It's just time for you to wake up. Billions of dollars. Okay? Look at this. 4.5 billion. Trump family owns crypto venture, which generated over $4.5 billion since the 2024 election, has been helped by a partnership with the under the radar trading platform quietly administered by Binance. Okay. And so what I'm saying is, and I know people, some people, it doesn't matter if the guy you voted for, it doesn't matter what they do. They can slap your mama. You'll still say they're the world's greatest. And I say this on both sides. All I'm going to say is be smart, make money, just like they're making money. Make money. So we got a lot of negative things going on in the market, and we got geopolitical situations going on. We got tariff threats, and this fight between President Xi and of China and America. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play you that. But before I play you that, I want you to know that we're putting oil sanctions on Russia now because of that war. We just settled the war with the Gaza Strip and Jerusalem, and so now we got all of this stuff going on. And I know I said Jerusalem. We got all of this stuff going on. Okay, I had to catch myself, right? But I want you to listen to this first, and then I'm going to put it all together for you.
Eamon Javers this time with the story. Eamon, what do we have?
Courtney, we're getting our first official scheduling detail for the Xi Jinping-Donald Trump meeting, which the White House says now is scheduled for Thursday morning in Asia. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is briefing reporters right now at the White House, and she just gave us the detail of a Thursday morning briefing. No other information on that other than what the president said yesterday, which was that this meeting has been scheduled, and he said they blocked out a long period of time for it to take place. And that presumably is because of both the complexity and number of details that they have to discuss, and also the translation issues that are involved in having a meeting like that. There had been some question about whether this meeting was on again or off again. The president had threatened to cancel it at one point, then said it was back on, then earlier this week said maybe it won't happen. Now the White House is giving us our first official date for that, and that is Thursday morning of next week. Courtney, back over to you.
Wow, okay.
So if this deal gets worked out and they come to some sort of agreement, it doesn't even matter what their agreement is. If they come to some sort of agreement, that's going to be positive for the stock market. Okay? So let's take the negative. This was a negative. This was a big negative, right? Then we got now Russia, sanctions on Russia. And then we had the war with Israel and the Gaza Strips and Hamas. We had that going on. All right. So we had all of this stuff going on. That was negative against the market. We had the president fighting with the Fed. So now what do we have? We have information coming out this Friday. As a matter of fact, let's go to what's positive and what could lift the market. So look at this. October 28th and 29th, we got the meeting that will will conclude with a policy statement on October 29th. Okay, October 29th, that is the FOMC meeting. Then we have a CPI. I believe CPI is tomorrow. And then we have the FOMC meeting. We need inflation to be cooling or decreasing. We don't need inflation going up. That will not be good, right? And then the FOMC meeting, we need the Fed to come in like Batman with a cape and say, we're going to go at least another 25 basis points, and we see another one in December. That's what we need the Fed to do. Stick to the script, and then our money will be good. Okay? So I know I'm jumping around, but I had to just get all of that out. And I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all cool with anything. I ain't cool with this. And I ain't cool with the government having their hands in all of these publicly traded companies that we are invested in. This is not China. This is America. This is me. This is what I say. And this is just my opinion, right or wrong. I know you have an opinion. I know I'm not always right. But I know one thing, that I'm going to make money while these fat cats make money. That's all I'm going to say. And I know this particular video is going to rub someone wrong. And I at this point, I don't care, because all I have for you is the truth, and we're making money. All right. So listen, stock up you. If you want to learn about stocks and crypto, come join us. Stocks and crypto and today. As a matter of fact, by the time most of you see this video, the first Options for Dummies class will be up. It's a whole new, and when I say Options for Dummies, it don't let it fool you, because I learned options from an Options for Dummies book. All right, that's how I learn options. And let me tell you something. Come join us. I'm going to look you in the eye and I'm going to say, I'm not Josh, and I'm not as good as some of these other guys, but I know how to make money. When you could do this on a day when a stock is running up and you can do a put and make 35%, you know something. You know something. All right. And I want to teach you guys what I know. And so I'm releasing a full extended course on In Stock Up You, right? Use coupon code LEARN, LEARN, so we can make money while they're making money. And so we want to make money whether the market is going up or whether the market is going down. Come and join us, invest in yourself, and 10x what you invested in. We pay all this money to go to college, and it takes us years to pay it off. Why don't you invest in something that you're going to start making money from instantly? Okay. All right, good people. I'm going to leave it right there. I know it was a lot. There was a stock that I do want you guys to take a look at, and this ticker symbol HOVR. Let's see if we can go with that one really quick. I got so much, man. This quantum computing stuff and this government stuff got me. All right, so let's go to HOVR. VR. So now I want you guys to see this HOVR and the warrants. The warrants are up almost 17% today. Guys, I'm just dollar cost averaging into my EV. I got this with my EV companies. I got it in my EV portfolio. You guys see that? I'm sorry. I don't even know if you saw that. See that? HOVR is up 4%, but HOVRW is up almost 17%. And I got this at this point, though the tax credits didn't apply to these, I don't think it applies to the car companies, EVs, electric vehicles. But these are the ones that I just waited until they beat all the way down. And I just started buying them along with Joby, Joby, and Joby also have warrants. And I'm just buying them on days when they are beat all the way down. I'm just going to be holding them for a while. All right. So I always like to bring gifts when I come make money with us. Stock Up You. Don't wait. Don't delay. We also have pay now or buy now, pay later options in checkout. But on checkout, use coupon code LEARN, LEARN. And tonight will be your first Options for Dummies lesson. And we got a full course, a full chapter in that. And it will all be released. Okay. All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Let me tell you something. People over politics. I keep telling y'all, people over politics. Please share me with all your family and friends. And sounds like that Luda song. Please tell your family and friends. That song cracks me up. All right, guys. I'm not on laughing gas. I feel a whole lot better after I left the dentist yesterday. I'll see y'all tomorrow.